Welcome to the business itinerary on lefigaro.fr.today. We explore the industry with Hervé FAVRE, the president of Decip, discussing the industry itself. Thanks for joining us. Hi Aude, Decip Machine Tools. What do you sell, machine tools? We mainly sell machines for machining metal parts in the turning and milling world, but we also have machines for additive manufacturing, commonly known as 3D printers. And so what do these machine tools produce? In fact, we have really completely different markets because we have tried to diversify ourselves to be less blocked by a declining market. And so we touch the world of automobiles, we touch the world of aerospace. We have clients who are in defense. We have many companies working for the medical and food industry. In fact, we have numerous clients, since we have over 500 clients who are spread out in diverse markets. And then, do you also provide machine support services? I imagine this is a client request. Yes, so we started as a startup over 40 years ago. In fact, at that time, 2 people, my parents, take over the company and start selling equipment. So there we were more focused on client applications, training the clients. But now with 2,000 plus machines sold, we also handle maintenance, which can be preventive or curative. What is the current progress and the latest innovations in terms of machines as well as services, and what are the advancements in each? So in terms of innovation, we primarily collaborate with manufacturers who strive for the utmost autonomous machine achievable. In fact, numerical commands, that is the heart of the computer, evolve, and thus we let the machine do more things. We're developing more automated systems because in the industry we want to relaunch it, but there's a lack of manpower. So the more autonomous a machine is, the more operators can do other things. And then we also have systems for maintenance where we will work. So we are not yet in virtual reality, but we are still on maintenance assisted by Visio, which actually avoids a trip, and then the person has a qualified technician right away. More and more we are using AI as well. We are not yet at AI, but we are using the latest technologies. It will come. So there is also another issue, that of the environment, because more and more you are also obliged to produce machines that will emit less CO2. So less CO2, the demand in aerospace market will be to reduce, like everywhere, CO2 emissions. So in cascade, our customers will need suppliers or machines that are more efficient in terms of emissions, therefore reducing them. I reside 30 minutes from Chamonix, so for 40 years we've been observing the impacts of climate change on our glaciers. So we recently set ourselves the goal of reducing our CO2 emissions. It went through a carbon assessment, but today, to quickly offset it, we have actually decided to plant trees, and actually the trees will offset all the emissions related to transportation. For a final customer, roughly speaking, the machine is emission neutral from manufacturer to delivery. But we also compensate for our commercial trips, the trips of our technicians, and all the trips, in fact, homework. And then also improve the machine so that they consume less. Does that have an effect on costs or not? So it's an effect on costs, and people really became aware of it when the price of electricity skyrocketed. We have constructors with machines that switch to economy mode, turning off lights by themselves. So it's small savings every time, but in the end it still counts. It's a real sales argument, it's a real commercial argument. And having done the diagnosis of our emissions, it turns out that we calculate over the lifespan of the machine. So small savings on equipment that will be used for 20 years, it goes a long way. And so do you mainly sell in France, abroad, internationally, everywhere? So initially we had a sector that was very local, and for the past 10 years we have had a market that is the French market. So by contract, in fact, we cannot export outside of France, but our market is really the domestic market. Okay, but thank you very much, Hervé.